And more tea for you, Mr. Animates? Oh, hi. Yeah, you read the title. I, infamous Swoosh, one of the most responsible people that you know. That makes cartoons. Finally moved out of his parents' house. It wasn't hard, I just had to find a place worth housing me in all my glory. Ooh, my first guest. I wonder who it is. This doesn't count, Nathan. I pay my rent. If you watched my last video, I briefly mentioned that I officially moved out. I also touched on the fact that if I hadn't moved out, I probably wouldn't have almost been scammed out of $20,000, but hey, you live and learn. Sometimes the hard way. Back in February, I decided it was time I left the nest. There was no immediate urgency to it, I just figured it would be good to work in the comfort of my own place, have a little more independence, and not live in a 9 by 10 foot room that also houses everything I own. That's right everyone, I've been working from home since I was 14 years old, meaning every infamous Swoosh video was interrupted hundreds of times to do chores, take care of my dog, or help my dad move something insanely heavy. Yeah, so all we gotta do is move this to the backyard. Dad, this is a boulder. Yes, son. Yes, it is. Live with your legs. I also came to the realization that the longer I stayed in the house with all my family members, the crazier I would become. Breaking news! It's difficult for 5 adults to live together. All of my siblings still live at home, and with all of our different schedules and adult lives, we were bound to butt heads. Hello?
Can you take the dog out?
Oh, sorry, I'm in the middle of work right now and I have a deadline with a company.
Oh, work! Okay, work, yeah. So you can't take the dog out because you're coloring right now? Yeah, great excuse, Nathan. You know, some of us actually work for a living when all you do is make cartoons!
I love my family, but it was time to get my own place. The only problem was, with how completely booty buns the housing market is right now, I was pretty lost on what to do. But one lucky day, I got a phone call from my friend Miles, who told me he was moving out of the state in a week. He explained that he lived with 3 other dudes in a big house, and that his friend who was gonna take his place decided to bail at the last minute. The place included a way bigger room that I currently work and sleep in, and had an entire office space. So yeah, I think that's everything. Are you interested in moving in?
Where do I sign the lease?
It was a no-brainer. This place was going to be my new home. The only downside to leaving my parents' abode was no longer living with the best thing that's ever happened to me. My dog Copper. And my parents, whom I love so dearly, get out. One thing I had to take with me while moving out was my favorite game, War Thunder. What? Wait, is this an ad read? This video was sponsored by War Thunder. War Thunder is a free-to-play military multiplayer action game with land, sea, and air vehicles spanning an entire century, available on all platforms. Not only are there 2,500 to choose from, but every machine in the game has been recreated with insane attention to detail. So the game not only looks stunning, but also allows you to completely immerse yourself with the vehicles and maps, engaging in really cool battles. I mean, I can basically drive a tank now. Okay, I'm joking, I made this out of cardboard, but luckily all the vehicles in the game can be upgraded and improved with additional modules. War Thunder offers a huge amount of visual customization elements and skins, allowing you to make your combat machine unique to you. War Thunder got me a girlfriend! Also made out of cardboard, and with the new update Spearhead, the game has brand new powerful vehicles. The French Jaguar, the British Chieftain 900, and the Soviet T-34-85 to name a few. The Stalingrad and Carpathian maps have been completely revamped visually to look more realistic, and the sound and graphics have been improved as well. I mean, seriously, it's getting too realistic. What's going on in there? Nothing, don't worry about it. Download War Thunder for free on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox using the link in the description. All new players and those who haven't played War Thunder for half a year or more will receive some special bonuses. 100,000 silver lions, a special decorator Eagle of Valor, and more. And for that same energy on your phone, you can download War Thunder Mobile for iOS and Android using the link in the description. Merry Christmas from me to you. Now, back to it. Once Miles fled the state, I started the process of moving in all my stuff. The only hiccup being that this was in the middle of February in upstate New York, which is like deciding to move in the middle of Antarctica.
Just don't let the polar bear scratch the couch! What?
I'm not even kidding. The day I decided to move out, there was a huge snowstorm in my city. And even though my lifelong friend Jim agreed to help me move, I told him I didn't think it was a great idea based on the weather.
I'll be at your house in 5 minutes.
Well, okay. Despite this setback, we were going to prevail. Jim and I rented a U-Haul, packed up all my stuff, and shipped off. All while in the most intense winter storm of the year. If that's not true friendship right there, I don't know what is. All right, I think that's everything. Thanks, man. You really saved my butt today. How could I ever repay you? I mean, I am a little low on money. How about I put you in an infamous Swoosh video? Sure, I guess that works. Now that I had sealed the deal, it was time to meet my fellow inmates. First, we have Ian. Ian is this super tall, nice guy that I first met when I walked in the basement of the house and saw him making his own coffee grounds. I didn't even know that was a thing. He lured me in with all of his expertise knowledge of coffee beans, their origin, and how to craft the perfect brew from basically nothing. So the laundry room's over there.
Yeah, it should be.
Second, we have Nathan. Yep, there's two of us. Aren't we just two peas in a pod? Nathan works in the forensics department of a crime lab. You'd think a forensic technician would be a little better at doing the dishes once in a while. Just kidding. He's the most NPC individual I've ever met, and I mean that in the best way possible. There's no better way to start your day than talking to someone who's this nice. Well, hello. Oh, hey man. Leaving so soon? Yeah, just getting coffee with my friend. Awesome. Have a wonderful time. I will. Well, hello. And lastly, we have Gundy, which is a nickname we all have for him. So what's his real name?
I'll never tell you.
Gundy is probably the most chill individual I've ever met. And the day I met him was also the day I was moving in with all my stuff. Hey man, I'm Nate. Oh, but before I forget, if you ever overhear me repeating myself over and over again, it's because I'm recording a YouTube cartoon. I promise I don't have schizophrenia. And ever since then, we've been great pals. Upon moving in, I started getting settled with the guys and learned how to work as a unit in total consideration for each other. For example, since I'm my own boss, I can wake up whenever I want to in the morning. Meaning I usually come home super late into the night. The only problem is that my room is upstairs, along with Nathan and Gundy's room. You see, they have normal jobs, meaning they're usually asleep by 10 p.m. And since our house is over 100 years old, when I come home, things get a little creaky. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, man. Please don't kick me out. I'm not even joking. One time I went to a concert in a different state, came home the same day around 3:30 in the morning, and because the door is so crappy and the floorboards are so squeaky, Ian literally thought I was a stranger breaking into the house.
Oh, it's you. So how was the concert?
One thing I had to get used to was the boys having their girlfriends in the house. Don't get me wrong, they're all super nice, but let's just say it didn't make Valentine's Day any easier. Oh, hey. Oh, look at you guys. So cute. Oh, you even made dinner together. That's adorable.
Everything okay, man?
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. I don't care. You guys are just like goals or whatever. Hey, I'm gonna go to the gym. I'll see you later.
Is that the guy with schizophrenia?
Hey, why did no one tell me folding laundry and putting it away is the worst thing that's ever existed? I'm expected to do laundry how many times a week? It's getting ridiculous. I can't even remember the last time I wore socks that matched. On top of that, our laundry room is in our basement. And for some weird reason, our washing machine sounds like it's about to take flight every time it runs. Upon moving in, I remember being in the living room with Gundy asking if there was a storm coming due to all the noise. And he told me it was just the washer. It basically shakes the whole house. One thing I learned pretty quickly is that I'm alone in the house a lot. Like I mentioned earlier, all the boys have jobs that require them to leave the house, all except one. Gundy has an office job, meaning he can either go into the office or work from home with little old me. And because of this, me and him have grown pretty close. So yeah, man, I think with all that being said, I think she's the one.
Dude, I'm in a meeting.
In fact, we've gotten a little too close. Even though my good pal Gundy is the most chill little white boy I've ever met, he's developed the most evil habit of scaring me constantly.
You need a hobby, man.
I usually start off my morning assuming everyone's at work, but I guess not. The funniest thing about this is how out of character it is for Gundy. He's so normal to the point where when people who have known him for years see videos of him scaring me, they look at me with the utmost amount of seriousness and say, "I've never seen Gundy go so crazy. What have you done to him?" I don't know. It's gotten so bad that not only do I peek out of the window every morning to see if his car is there, but if it is, I tiptoe down into the kitchen expecting him to scare me. Gundy, I know you're there, man. I saw your car. You're freaking me out, man. Where are you? Show me that little bald head of yours. I know you're there.
Is this him recording one of his YouTube videos?
Where are you?
Maybe.
Come on out.
Another thing I had to learn to do sooner or later was to cook. It was either that, eat Chipotle every day, or hire my mom as my personal chef. And she's already been underpaid for that role for 23 years. Instead, I had to figure out every meal I was going to have for the rest of my life. And unfortunately, mac and cheese with hot dogs isn't as good the third day in a row. Luckily, after a couple of fire alarms, I got the hang of things. I'm like the Michael Jordan of cooking. Mediocre meals. Take notes, Gordon Ramsay. But man, I hate grocery shopping. First off, why is everything so expensive? I left the grocery store with 8 things and it ended up being over $75. At that point, I might as well eat out. On top of that, anytime I try to make a little Instagram meal recipe but need all the ingredients, I end up walking around the store for 30 minutes looking for one item.
Why don't you just talk to someone that works there? I hear you asking.
Look, to give you some context, I'm the kind of guy that goes to the gym wearing headphones and doesn't talk to a single other person. Unless someone talks to me first, of course. I'm there for one reason and one reason only. To get jacked. That sentiment is not limited to just the gym. I've literally gone to my local grocery store listening to music and grocery shopping at the same time. Is that super insufferable and somewhat inconsiderate? Oh, for sure. But at least I don't have to talk to people. Speaking of not wanting to talk to people, I will never forget my first ever night in the new house. Gundy had mentioned to me that he was having a group of people over for a Bible study. So I figured since I didn't really know too many of the people coming over, I'd keep decorating my new room with all the best Target had to offer. It's perfect. After the Bible study wrapped up, I decided to go downstairs and socialize. Mistake number 1. When I went downstairs, I was talking to a couple of people when a random new guy someone brought walked up to me and, "Hey, I hear you're a YouTuber." "Oh, yeah, I am."
Nice, man. What kind of content do you make?
Just like cartoons about my life.
Dude, that's sweet.
Thanks, bro.
Do you mind if I clip farm your content on TikTok?
What?
You know, like steal your content for some extra cash on TikTok?
Well, I guess I can't stop you. And then he never came back to the house. I hope he's watching this video and feels bad. With all that being said, this new chapter of my adulthood has been exciting, had its challenges, but ultimately I love my new place. My roommates are all so great. And even though literally all of them are getting married in 2026 and leaving me, I wouldn't change a thing.
Can you please let us go now?
Nope, you guys aren't getting married. You're gonna live with me forever. I locked my friends in the basement and set it on fire. Last one to escape loses.
I told you living with a YouTuber was a bad idea.
What's up, everyone? Thank you to my roommates for letting me expose them for 12 minutes. Thank you to my amazing team who once again knocked it out of the park with this video. Shocker there. We all worked super hard, so please go check all of them out. And subscribe if you want, I don't know. Go buy the infamous Swoosh plush before the 3 weeks is up. It's a limited time item, so get it while you can before it's gone, like literally forever. God bless, and Merry Christmas, everyone.